This cartoon, drawn by Zuni Maud, appeared in Der groyser kundes on July 4, 1924. Entitled She Will Outlive Them, the image shows a chained and imprisoned woman representing the Declaration of Independence, sitting wearily as guards marked Ku Klux Klan, Jingoism, and Reaction, and representing the anti-immigrant factions, say, "God damn it, she's still breathing." The point of the cartoon is to reveal the anti-democratic nature of anti-immigration politics. Fleeing political and social disenfranchisement, as well as intermittent violence in the Russian-ruled Pale of Settlement, Jewish immigrants began arriving in the United States in large numbers beginning in the 1880s. By the turn of the 20th century, over 1 million Jews had emigrated to the U.S. Though generally pleased to become Americans, the transition wasn't always pleasant or easy. Like other immigrant and minority groups, they were often mocked and derided by native-born Americans, accused of being dirty, unassimilable, and prone to criminality. Although immigrants had helped build the United States, politicians exploited the anti-immigrant sentiment that had spread throughout the country after World War I. Campaigning on a nationalistic platform called Americanism, Warren G. Harding was elected president in 1920. Shortly thereafter, he signed the Emergency Quota Act of 1921, which placed strict limits on immigration, limits that were tacitly directed at Jews and Italians. His successor, Calvin Coolidge, signed the Comprehensive Immigration Act of 1924, which reduced the immigrant quota even more severely, cutting Jewish immigration to the United States by 90% and essentially putting an end to mass migration to the U.S. from Southern and Eastern Europe. This stoppage left large numbers of Jews in an unstable Europe and without anywhere for them to go, leaving them in a terribly precarious position. Der groyser kundes, the Lower East Side's premier Yiddish satire weekly, attacked the Immigration Quota Acts and the politicians who promoted them, often in the form of political cartoons such as this. Well acquainted with the dire circumstances in which Eastern European Jews found themselves, Yiddish cartoonists understood that a more just immigration policy would be beneficial to both Jews in need and to the United States. Using political, cultural, and traditional Jewish imagery, the artists of Der groyser kundes crafted numerous cartoons that considered the situation from the perspective of a Jewish immigrant community for which the issue was potentially a matter of life and death.